Jay from Team DMA. Let's jump into this video. So this video is going to be about Master Duel, as you already guessed, obviously. And I'm over here on Master Duel terrorizing everyone. It's hilarious. So basically, from what I've grasped so far, because I've been missing for, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months or more. And like I said in my earlier video, I've been playing for about 5 to 6 days, but not every day. Some days I only have like 3-4 duels, and then I won't duel for another 2 days, and then like that, another 3-4 duels, and then yeah, so I climbed up all the way to gold. I don't think you can be pushed back all the way to rookie, so I was pushed back to bronze 5, I believe. And I had to work all my way back up, and I had to remake the deck. And obviously, I'm missing a lot of cards because the ban list is semi-limited. Some cards are limited, some cards are banned. So I couldn't make the AC 130, so I made the AC 130 similar. So really quick before the video begins, this deck I'm dueling against is Narturia runick. So basically, the AC 130, what it does is it's unaffected by kaijus. No, the lava golems don't affect it. It's not affected by any hand traps, infinite impermanence, ash, you name the hand trap is not affected by it. It's not affected by draw. It's not affected by anything you can think of. Barrier doesn't work on it. Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, evenly matched. All of those broken cards, like multiple negates, none of those cards work on it. Tier 1, Tier 0 decks, none of those cards, they don't work on the AC 130. They, as you've seen in my duels in TCG, they play them. I'm not gonna lie and say they don't. They play the cards, but they don't do nothing. They have zero effect on us. So all we do is basically we lock everything. There's nothing you can do. There's only one way out, to surrender. And I'm not trying to win. I'm not trying to win because if I win, that's only gonna show that I'm good. So that's not a good image for me. I don't want to seem like I'm good. So what I want to seem is that there's only one way out to my opponent, to surrender. That's always been my goal. That always will be my goal. Even though here and there you see me finish some duelists, what I'm really after is showing my opponent that there's no cards that they have in their deck, or that Yu-Gi-Oh can provide them, or that they can draw, or whatever mustard. There's no combos or nothing that can save them from the Dark Magician deck, so that they surrender before the Dark Magician deck, especially from people talking so bad, so evil about the Dark Magician deck. So I didn't want to come to Master Duel, but Z-Holy's gone for a while, so it's already going to be 2 months after this week. So I'm stepping in. The keys are going to be handed over to DC, and here's the duel. I have a bunch of more duels to show you, so stay tuned. And obviously I went away from my regular TCG channel, and this is my Master Duel channel, so stay tuned. Give a like, your comment on here. If you're here, thanks for coming on by. I might move the giveaways to this channel in the future since the TCG slowed down. Like, I don't get any likes, any views, so I might stop using that and come to this one for a while. So here we go. So like I said, it doesn't matter what card they play, they're wasting my time. It does not matter at all. So they're gonna activate special, very basic common line of runick. You know, people like to make it seem like, oh, they're special, their combos are special, they're good, like they're diamond, they're above diamond. Like, none of those things matter. It doesn't matter what they play, it does not matter. So we're gonna go ahead and go into rights, and then we're gonna search for the illusion, and we're gonna go into a rod circle. I'm gonna go ahead and activate illusion. Illusion cast is gonna get us the Magician Soul, sending back the spellbook engine, because we're going to want to extend, especially in the line of these duels when everything you play is negated. So you want a lot of extensions. Whether they stop it or not, that doesn't really matter. So we could have banished the field spell, but I wanted to get the face down card, because you never know, it could be an evenly match or something. So that call was right, because that lightning storm is gonna hit all of our monsters or all of our spell and traps. So they're gonna draw a bunch of cards. We're gonna go ahead and enter. We can pop that field card, but at this point I don't really care. I just want to draw into the deck. And that's cool how it has a percentage. I've never seen that before. It's the first time that I've noticed it. And we're gonna go ahead and draw. So we got secrets, now we got knowledge. We're gonna hit the knowledge. Draw into prophecy. That's pointless. We're gonna activate a draw, set. I'm gonna pass our turn. Narturia runick right here. This deck is very powerful, and it's kryptonite against Dark Missions. Like, when you type it in TCG, there is no videos that show up except for mine, except for my channel, because they can't beat these decks. So I'm not playing any card that is broken, any card that will make you win. I'm not playing that card. It's not being played here. This is a budget Dark Magician deck, the AC 130 style. I have to substitute a lot of cards because like I said, some of them were banned, like Dragoons, some of them were limited, some of them were semi-limited, and it hurt the deck real bad. But you know how we do it. There's no crying, no complaining. We just get the job done, period. So that was the runick side. They're gonna go ahead and activate their Chain of the Spell, and then to pop the card, we're gonna trigger the effect because we're not done. Special, activate the effect, send 2, open up the field. They're gonna hit us with Ash Blossom. Trigger the effect. We can go ahead and get the right hand. Because remember, it doesn't matter what they do, we do what we want. Remember? It doesn't matter what they do, we do what we want. Yeah, that's something people haven't figured out yet. So we're doing some extending some plays. And you notice the Ash didn't stop us. The blue uppercut didn't stop us. And that's basically essentially the main point of the deck, that we're just doing everything we want regardless of what our opponent does. And it doesn't matter what they play, it won't help them, it won't stop us. One thing I noticed was that trigger Eternal, negate that, chain, we're gonna banish. One thing that I've noticed is that you can play more goblins. I didn't know that because remember, I don't play Master Duel, so I don't know anything right now. I'm just kind of learning as I go. So they're gonna start their runick line of play. I'm sorry, their Naturia. And we're gonna pause this. So if you don't know this combo with this deck, is very basic. They're gonna end up entering into what's it called, the Fleur Baron. There's a lot of simple combos. People like to make everything complicated, make it seem cool, but it's very basic. There's really nothing going on. Like if you don't understand these basics, they try to make it sound like it's broken. So he thinks he's the best because he's got Baron now. He's trying to pop our cards, but we're playing the AC 130. Remember, Baron doesn't help you. Nothing helps you. It doesn't matter what you make. Nothing's gonna help you. So he's gonna trigger the effect. He popped him. So obviously he took we took a negation and the pop, but that's fine. Because remember, we don't cry. And that's gonna hit us with the Ash. But you already know that was a bait, right? And I'll prove it right now. In phase 2, activate trigger effect. You hit him with the village. Set. So let's pause here for a minute. So look, they have to get through the village. If they do get through the village with the spellcaster, it doesn't matter because the right hand is gonna negate it. Now, if they summon a spellcaster, that won't matter either because we're gonna banish it. Because remember, the way that the AC 130 is, it doesn't matter what you play. I got it covered. That's the whole main point. So from the beginning, Narturia Runick was wasting his time, waste of powerful decks, waste of a tier 1 style deck. Nothing he did worked. He did manage to get the pop and the negation, but that didn't matter because we got it out of there anyway. So there you go. We're gonna be moving on